All right, so let's get into this trans person because, I mean, are you guys ready to be educated? I feel bad, for my RDA friends because, I mean, we were done with these people or whatever, but, me and Steph doing these streams and me having a wrench in her chat has caused this shitstorm and just brought us right back to this pile of fucking lolcows, right? So, here's another side character that came out of nowhere being offended about, language. And this motherfucker, nobody knew this person was there. Nobody cared. This person decided to make it about themselves. So, I mean, let's listen to this fucking troglodyte. All right, you ready? You ready to be? I heard this girl, her name is Kimmy P. She was on that fat piece of shit Mandolin stream last night saying, we need to be educated. This is so educational. It's so empowering. And these fucking airheads or whatever. This was just a distraction, from answering to German dudes' fuckery. You know what I mean? Again, advocating CPS calls, swatting, encouraging people to make CPS calls, just, all the slander and lies that fucking piece of shit's been telling, and, all the horrible people that, German dude's been reaching out to team up with, like any of us would give a fuck if she teamed up with Jimmernam. It just gives us more jokes to make. Do you think teaming up with Poonhandler is a problem for us, German dude? Go team up with fucking Poonhandler. Go team up with Jimmernam, a known pedophile, by the way. Go team up German and Jimmernam. Team the fuck up. Team up with Brian St. John. Go beg Brian St. John and Drama Dome to dox people for you.
Say something, make a video, and I'm like, I'm kind of contemplating on whether I should. Wanting to say something, make a video, and I'm like, I'm kind of contemplating on whether I should.
It didn't stop you the 6 times before this. You fucking, you nameless piece of shit. Who the fuck are you? This is the 7th video you've made about me. I mean, you've been contemplating if you should make a video. Did it stop you the 6 other times? And all the streams that you went on? I don't know. Anyways.
Contemplating on if it even matters. I don't know.
It doesn't matter, by the way.
I'm going to do it because that's who I am. It's what's in my heart. And, yeah. So, I want to talk about this constant trans hate from Steph and Rex and crew, and then the support of Steph. And it's beyond simply just being on panel with her, not saying things publicly and all of that. How that's perceived to me as a trans person is that y'all just don't give a fuck about the ignorance that she spews. And
I have no personal problem with Shawna, okay? But I mean, after 7 videos, can I call this person a piece of shit? Press 1 if I can call this person a piece of shit. It's not even about them being trans. It's about them constantly making videos and going around calling me a bigot. I mean, I feel like that's an act of aggression. Am I supposed to just sit here and pretend you don't exist? Because, even, people, my friends that respect me, you know what I mean? They will tell me. They'll be like, Rex, you do obsess over things a lot, right? I mean, they're right when they say that. But I am petty. You know what I mean? So, just because you're calling someone a bigot, it doesn't mean it's not a fucking insult.
And I'm sorry, but you don't get to say transphobic things against one person and act like it doesn't hit the whole community. That's not how bigotry works.
I don't care what you think about how bigotry works. I get to say whatever the fuck I want and not know you exist. So you jump up and down in front of me, waving your arms, trying to tell me you exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very easy for you to not go to Steph's channel. But, I mean, when I'm there, I don't know. I feel like we need to fucking, save a lot of time, but not trying to point out the inconsistencies and then just show more fucking evidence of people. Because I feel like, finding things that are more, provable or whatever. You know what I mean? Like fucking finding things that, proving people wrong with, inconsistencies and via audio or pictures or screen caps or whatever. I feel like that's more effective than sitting there fucking arguing with these fucking people because, they're all dishonest pieces of shit.
Pissed off about it. So why is it okay for y'all to be spreading and saying all these transphobic things? And then, I'm sorry, but when is it ever?
So the transphobic things that, this person is referring to is German dude. I mean, the video that came out or whatever. And again, you're basically saying that the video about German dude, or the video of German dude, twerking on, Lyman's stream or whatever with the, clear as day fucking bulge in her pants and shirt. I mean, that video, talking about that after this person has made all these threats of swatting and advocated violence and, threatened to call people sheriff departments, and the other night fucking just flat out encouraging CPS calls. And all this slander, saying that, Steph's kids tested positive for meth in their system, right? You fat piece of shit Mander and you fucking loser Starlight, you fake fucking loser. I mean, you guys are going to co-sign this, right? I mean, well, like, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't agree with everything she says or whatever, but I like her. You know what I mean? Anyways, back to this moron.
You're okay to obsess about somebody's genitals. You're obsessing about a woman's genitals because you happen to think you know what's between her legs.
It was clearly a cock. It was displayed in the, the video, and we're not obsessing over it. We're just, making German dude upset. I mean, it's pretty much confirmed fact. Oh, yeah, and I brought up the point that, I did, sorry, guys, ADD. But I did get in a fight with Poonhandler and German dude on Poonhandler's stream this morning. And German dude, I mean, it's on a channel called, what is it called? DC and Boy Clips. Okay? It's a small channel, whatever. If you want to go subscribe, if you're a Boy fan or a DC fan or whatever, the video they put up was a clip from the Poonhandler stream. If you don't want to go rummaging through 12 hours of dog shit, the fight's on there. And if you listen closely, you will hear German dude say, "What business is it of yours if I'm a man?" And it's like you motherfuckers don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's mission accomplished. The only point of that was to upset German dude. You know what I mean? Who's a death threat, CPS threat, fucking doxing, swatting threat, piece of shit. Who deserves whatever happens to them. We don't care. We don't want to fucking make it illegal for German dude to get married. We don't want to stop German dude from living their life. You know what I mean? I mean, here's what it is, right? I mean, people over there or whatever, they just don't want to have accountability for anything. You know what I mean? Like, they just want to forget what they did to trigger the insults that came toward, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. They just want to be on the constant loop of crying about fucking nonsense. You know what I mean? But the words we say, in reaction to people making CPS call threats, swatting threats or whatever, the mean words we say are worse than anything, according to these fucking retards in that community. I know the fucking idiots, helped you, like the idiots on fucking Manderlin's stream last night, really helped you, get your dopamine, because, like, your trans liberation or whatever really makes you feel like you're in a position of authority. My theory on it is that, you're more of a fucking destructive, people like you are more of a destructive thing than anything. You're only there to divide and to fucking agitate people. And your position of power, which you think you have now, because I've heard you say this before, and you said that YouTube is your safe space, and that you're pretty much making it sound like, yo, it's our turn to rule the world, just like every other fucking special interest group or whatever. And I really think that, you are liberated by your television and the media only to cause more division. Because, like, nobody wanted to hurt you. Not in my lifetime. I'm fucking 38. You know what I mean? Like, I never lived in a time, like, I was born in 1983, okay? I grew up in Canada, all right? And I know a lot of my friends are, Americans, right? So, I mean, in the West, I don't remember a time in my entire life where it was socially acceptable to be shitty to gay people. You know what I mean? If you were shitty to the gay person, people were like, all right, knock it off, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's never really been in my lifetime socially acceptable to be shitty to you people. Unless you did something shitty. Unless you said something shitty. Then it would warrant a response, right? I mean, I'm not going after German dude because German dude, has 10 pounds of shit injected in her face and a fucking huge penis and fucking, linebacker shoulders and, is 7 feet tall, wears a wig. I'm not going after him for that. I'm going after him because he's a lying cocksucker. He's a fucking asshole. And he's very aggressive. It's got nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? But it does upset him that he's been outed as, lying about his gender. And, I think, I'm going to harp on that. You know what I mean? Just for the simple fact that it upsets them. Because they did a bunch of shit to me and my friends. That's why. So, I mean, again, you want to pretend that none of that shit happened? You want to act like, this is just out of bigotry or whatever? You're a fucking moron, and the only people that are going to co-sign you are the other fucking, brainlets over in your community that are addicted to crying and moral grandstanding. You're the one not leaving us alone. That's your issue. And not only that, you want to go on a campaign canceling anyone that associates with us. So Steph didn't even say anything about you. You know what I mean? And you want to cancel her for associating with me, and now you want to take it to the next level by canceling anyone that associates with Steph. You know what I mean? I mean, you sound like a self-entitled piece of shit, in my opinion. Equality is equal. Equality is having the same rights and the same protection or lack of protection as everybody else. You're going for superiority. That's your problem. But German dude is actively trying to do destructive things to people, slandering people. You know what I mean? Like if German dude's in Germany, and German dude's not even trying to hide that they're a piece of shit, doesn't give a fuck about slander or lawsuits or anything. I'm in Germany, you can't do anything to me. This is true. I mean, I'm in Canada, you can't do anything to me. I mean, nobody can sue you for fucking slander or whatever, but I mean, you are a slanderous piece of shit. I mean, it's worth pointing out. You know what I mean? Saying that people's kids test positive for fucking meth. I don't know. German dude's a piece of shit. German dude's open about being a piece of shit. False striking channels, all that stuff. So I mean, there's actions that German dude is doing that warrants these words that are being said about him. You understand that, Shawna? I guess you didn't care and you weren't curious as to why it was happening. You just want to fucking, make it about you. But I mean, words to me, as a libertarian, I'm a free speech absolutist. I want free speech for everybody. You know what I mean? I want free speech for everybody. The people I disagree with, the people that I agree with. I do not support people taking away your right to say whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? So I don't look at words as aggression unless they're concrete things like death threats, advocating violence, stealing, slandering people, because those violate my non-aggression principle. Leave people alone, don't steal from them, and don't physically harm them. That's, it's a simple, I try to simplify things. You know what I mean? Because I got ADD. The point is that the people that are pro-censorship are you. You don't get to cry about people being offended. You don't get to cry about free speech. You're not pro-free speech.
To those people who have big platforms and still say fucking nothing and still support silently, I don't care if you tell.
By the way, and what you're trying to accomplish here is to get people canceled from your area of YouTube. Like you're not going to find something to cry about, because I guarantee you, as long as that community has existed, you've been crying about something every other day. Every day, it's a new thing to cry about. You know what I mean? You act like, okay, if you accomplish your mission and get me and RDA removed from the fucking internet, right? You act like you're not going to find something else to cry about. That's what you do. That's what your community is. Every day, it's a new thing to fucking cry about. You know what I mean? You're just going to find something else to cry about because that's the only shit going on over there. You motherfuckers aren't entertaining people or talking about anything interesting. You're not making jokes. You're not making people laugh or think about anything. You're crying about a bunch of dumb shit that can be easily disproven. And you're slandering people. And you're actually, a lot of you are making CPS calls and doxing people. You know what I mean? If you did your own thing and lived and let lived, maybe I'd have a little more patience for you. But you don't want to leave people alone. And again, I want to stress to people listening to this and all the crybabies that are going to cry about this tonight and tomorrow and for the many weeks, and all the people that are going to shame Steph for being my friend and doing streams for me and shit, and guilt the people that associate with us and shit like that. I want you to know this is the 7th video that this fucking nobody has made about me. I feel like it deserves this response. You've got on multiple streams talking shit about RDA, RDA this, RDA that, and my friends don't even know you. My friends are watching this stream right now like, who the fuck is this idiot? You know what I mean? You're talking about a group of people that you don't even fucking know. It sounds a little bigoted to me. You know what I mean? You don't even know anybody in RDA. You don't know how many fucking, people that are on the opposite end of the political spectrum than me in RDA. A lot of my friends are liberals that don't agree with fucking anything I say. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody has the same ideology in my group of friends, and we do allow each other to to speak our minds and shit like that. And we don't give each other shit for it. But I mean, you're gonna assume we're all bigots. You're just gonna go around saying that based on me, the individual me, based on Rex. You're gonna assume that about all my friends, right? And you're just gonna say RDA all day, every day. Cry about RDA. You don't even fucking know anybody in RDA. You don't even know me.
But let it be known that while you silently support this shit, while you silently support stuff,
who fucking supports that? Anybody that talks to her supports that. So what do you want from Steph? You want to put that fucking responsibility on people to shun her.
That's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. You're a supporter.
You hang out with a terrorist group and not be considered a terrorist.
Yeah, I mean, making jokes about German dude's penis. I mean, that's pretty much ISIS. You know what I mean? That's pretty much decapitating a Christian in Syria. It's terrorism.
You don't get to hang out with bigots and not be considered a bigot.
Let me tell you what you don't get to do. I mean, you don't get to make any kind of positive or negative change in the world. I'll tell you what you do get to do. You get to be a nobody like the rest of us. I mean, you have no fucking influence or power to anybody unless they want to be subservient to you.
As far as I'm concerned.
Fuck you. Nobody cares what you're concerned with. Nobody cares what I'm concerned with. What I'm concerned with. Nobody gives a shit about anybody. It's called equality. You know what I mean? We're all equally unimportant.
Despite the fact that I think you guys are fucking up here, I know that people, including Steph, are multi-dimensional people. Steph is a human being, and I have to see this little...
Okay, Steph's a human being. I'm educated now.
Pisses me off even the most.
We didn't think Steph was a human being. She hasn't called me a human being yet, but I am a dinosaur.
As I have continuously fought for the right to Steph have her privacy built. Someone fucking sent me her docs and her criminal record in my fucking email.
Did you make 7 videos about that, you fat piece of shit? Did you make any videos about that? No. Because again, that's a real life thing. I mean, that's something that directly affects somebody's life. You know what I mean? That can actually cause difficulty for someone. That's a physical, tangible thing. You understand? But meaty words that you don't approve of, those are violence. That makes that, you're not safe. You're in danger.
I didn't do a fucking thing about it. I didn't say a fucking thing about it.
You want a fucking trophy, you idiot?
Matter of fact, I responded and said, "Hey, this is not how I roll."
Good for you. You get a fucking trophy for not being a complete piece of shit.
No, go send it to somebody else.
You have to shun people. You won't stop. Like, what you really want is people to be removed from the internet. You want to silence people. That's what you want. You want people to go on hate campaigns against someone that said something that you don't approve of, rather than just doing what you should have done is just stay up in the fucking rafters and shut your fucking mouth, because that's what you were doing. You were lurking, or just turn off what you don't like and watch something else. You need to go a step further. You need to assume authority and tell people that they should ban people that you don't approve of.
She can't muster up enough respect for another human being to...
A German dude deserves no respect based on German dude's actions.
At least leave her the fuck alone.
Again, another point. German dude's not leaving people alone. I want to stress this point again. German dude is doing fucked up shit to people, right?
To at least...
You're assuming that German dude hasn't done anything. I mean, that's your basis of this video or whatever. Just at least leave that person alone. And you're painting a fucking false reality where everything that's been said about German dude was just out of what you call bigotry.
Not be transphobic and not be hateful to a whole...
Nobody cares what you consider hateful or transphobic. I mean, you're a moron. You're the type of person that would consider any kind of criticism transphobic. You're going to call this transphobic. And I don't think I've talked about anything. I don't think I've made any jokes about you, like, as far as sexuality. Just, I'm just addressing every dumb point you're making.
A minority class of people. That kind of hatred that seized in you must really have it out for trans people. What they do.
You must really have it out for anybody that, doesn't look at you as some sort of authority figure. You know what I mean? You're the most hostile and volatile to the people that want to be nice to you and understand you. You're not going to do shit to me because, nothing you say fucking matters to me. But the people that want to give you a chance and understand, you're the one that assumes control over them and tries to tell them what to do. And they just sit there again, with them, what they get in return is a social credit score in a community of crybabies or whatever, a community of slandering fucking morons, right? This whole video was a hate video for me and Steph. And not only that, my friends in RDA that did nothing or don't even know you exist until now. This whole fucking video was you just hating a bunch of people that you don't even know.